Good morning. 1 Peter chapter 5, I'd like to read verse 1 again to set up verse 2. So I exhort the elders among you, as a fellow elder and a witness of the sufferings of Christ, as well as a partaker in the glory that is going to be revealed. And now here's his exhortation, and there's three different participles that are going to come into view. Shepherd the flock of God that is among you. Now, there are three different participles that he's going to talk about how that's done. We're going to look at the first one here. Shepherd the flock of God that is among you. Exercising oversight. This is how you're to do it. Not under compulsion, but willingly, as God would have you. Not for shameful gain, but eagerly. So the first thing you want to do is you want to recognize that your shepherding role as an elder, as a leader, manifests itself in a supervisorly capacity. That's the first participle. This idea of overseeing. It's the term that's used here, exercising oversight. The term that's used here is episkopuntes. Now, that's related to our word episcopal. Episkopos is the word that we get the word overseer from. And when we think about an elder, usually the terms that revolve around that office are elder, number one, bishop or overseer, number two, that comes from episkopos, and pomenos, or here the word is a verbal form, pomenante, which is to shepherd, and usually it's a verbal form, to shepherd. So you think of a shepherd, you think of an elder who's a leader in the church, and you think of someone who is an overseer, somebody who has a supervisory capacity. Now, sometimes supervising church ministry can be hard. And it can be hard because you're not dealing with widgets necessarily. You're not dealing with just a product that you have to get out the door. Instead, you're dealing with people. And it can be challenging in lots of ways. So here he describes it two ways, that your overseeing responsibility should pour itself out, not under compulsion, but willingly. Not because you've got to get it done, but because you get to get it done. This is a key piece for people in ministry. You don't do ministry because you have to. You do ministry because you get to. And the moment it moves from getting to do it to having to do it, something is likely gone wrong in the deep places of your heart. Secondly, as God would have you, he says, not for shameful gain, but eagerly. That is to say, not because you get something in return, but because you really, really want to do it. You're excited about it. You're not, in subtle ways this happens, right? You serve somebody and they don't thank you. You serve somebody and they don't respond the way that you'd like. You care for somebody and you expect them to be grateful, but they're not. You shepherd somebody and it seems like they didn't care whether you did it or not. These kinds of things emerge when you step out in ministry. And the key here, he says, is don't let that person's response dictate your supervisorly role, your role in overseeing the life of ministry. Instead, do it willingly and do it eagerly. Think of it as you get to do it and you want to do it. And that kind of attitude, not just in pastoral ministry, not just in eldering, but in the broader contours of ministry life, will serve you very, very well.